Hey there, I'm Tucker, this is D&D Daily, and today I wanted to talk to you about a flavor build, the Habachi Hunter. If you want to play the Habachi Hunter, you're going to need to be a swashbuckler rogue with the Mark of Hospitality Halfling as your race. The Habachi Hunter was a hibachi chef, meaning he was really skilled with knives and doing his cooking thing. Like if you've ever been to a hibachi restaurant, that's what he did. And he ran a restaurant and he was super successful. One day a man came in, ate as much as he could, ate a ridiculous amount of food, and then left before he paid. The Habachi Hunter tried to chase after him but lost him. And he vowed that day that he would hunt this man down and collect what he owed. The personality of the Habachi Hunter is that he is jovial and funny, especially when he is in his element, like when he's cooking. But he can also turn serious at a moment's notice, when something offends him or when he just gets really angry or upset at something. In combat, the Habachi Hunter plays like any other swashbuckler. He's going to use light armor and he's going to dual wield daggers, which will flavor as his hibachi knives. He'll get into melee range, make his attacks against an enemy, looking for a sneak attack opportunity. Keep in mind, swashbucklers get a sneak attack opportunity when they 1v1 somebody, so he'll try and isolate enemies a lot of the time. Dual wielding, he'll also get a bonus action attack with his second hand. If you hit with your main action attack with your first dagger, you're going to want to think about if you want to use your second bonus action attack, because you can't get sneak attack again, and there's other things you can do with your bonus action, like from your cunning action ability. However, if you miss with your first attack, there's a chance that that bonus action is going to hit, which will let you get your sneak attack off, which is probably going to be worth it a lot of the time. And then after he hits with either of those attacks, he will use his fancy footwork ability to be able to disengage. Then the next round he'll repeat and do the same thing over and over. At level 9, we also get the panache feature, which allows us to isolate our enemies easier. Remember that because you're a Mark of Hospitality Halfling, you do get to add a d4 to the persuasion check of your panache. And with our abilities Uncanny Dodge and Evasion, we can stay up in the thick of combat pretty well, but we do want to stay out of it for the most part. We want to stay probably a little bit back so we can run in, get our sneak attack, and then back off. Out of combat, we can be the face of the party. We have decent charisma, we always add a d4 to any persuasion roll we make, and we can take expertise in persuasion if we really want to. So we really can be a great face. We can also be a good infiltrator with a high dex and another expertise to put in either thieves' tools, stealth, or sleight of hand. We also have a little bit of utility and flavor from the spells we get from our Mark of Hospitality. Unseen Servant is fun and can be used for limited utility. Purify Food and Drink can be great for survival situations and just random stuff. In his downtime, the Habachi Hunter would cook. He would open up a shop and make some money. He can cook for specific VIPs or he can cook for the party. He might make them pay for their meal though before he gets to know them. He would also be looking for his deity and planning on how to exact his vengeance upon them. This could be something he would go way over the top on, so when his party asks, he might explain his whole plan in detail and kind of scare the party because they think he's weird. The key mechanics for the Habachi Hunter is that Dex and Charisma will be his main stats with Con as a third. We will need proficiency in cook's utensils, specifically hibachi chef's utensils, from our background. From our Mark of Hospitality, we also get to add a d4 to any roll that uses cook's utensils, so when we do cook for people, remember to put that in there. And our last key mechanic is that Rakish Audacity gives us a bonus to our initiative, so want to make sure and take advantage of our early turn if we can. So something to really knock out one enemy at the start of combat, like our sneak attack, if that does enough damage, or maybe get some scrolls or other things like that with control spells that do a lot. The weaknesses of the Habachi Hunter is that he is a bit squishy. He is a rogue. That's just kind of how all rogues are, and he's no different. He also is going to have a bad strength, bad intelligence, and he's not going to be great at wisdom. That means all those skills and all those saving throws, which is a lot, aren't not going to be that great. I would love for this character to be some super minor backstory element of one of my characters in my campaign. The character might have forgot to pay this guy and he tracked him down for years just to demand him fight 1v1. And win or lose, it would be a comical fight that the party could find enjoyable. It might just be more of a comedic release rather than an actual fight. You can also just use the Habachi Hunter as a chef, like a hibachi chef. If a fight breaks out, cool, you have a stat block and tactics ready for him. If no fight breaks out, cool, he's just a chef. Maybe have his restaurant be known that no fights happen there because he shuts them down. But the party doesn't know that until they start a fight there and he beats them up. I think the key note for this is just to have a fun character with that one little quirk. I probably wouldn't play this for a full campaign, but it would be something to play for a short campaign that would just be fun, not much thought in it, and it would just be a quirky character to play. Let us know how you would use the Habachi Hunter in one of your games in the comments down below. This has been D&D Daily. I'm Tucker, and we release new videos here every single day, so make sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow.